we sometimes don't realize how powerful gratitude is in our life. I was 28. I was 28 at the time. I had just opened up my practice that year in the last 12 months. And I had a real down day. There was like people had canceled. There was an emptiness. Seemed like nobody seemed to want to get serviced by me. It was just this strange kind of day. And I had a bunch of cancellations. And I was sitting in my office and having a kind of a low moment. And I was angry. I was angry at myself. I was angry at the patients. I was angry at staff. I was angry at just a lot of stuff. My mind was not into a gratitude attitude. I had what I called stinking thinking, ingratitude attitude, pity party, ho hum doldrum. My stars were scars instead of the other way around. And I had what I called digital craniorectalitis syndrome, where I had my thumb in my mouth and my head up my butt. And anyway, I was really having a low moment. And I had my head down on my desk, and I was just in this kind of funk. And I didn't know what to do. And it seemed like there was this dense, thick energy around me because I was so ungrateful. And then finally, I really hit this bottom, and it's almost like people were canceling to protect themselves from being affected by me. And the universe was just doing this interesting thing. And all of a sudden I just snapped, and I realized that, I'm not grateful for all the things that I've got. And I actually did have a lot to be grateful for, and I was not paying attention to it. And for some reason, this little thing turned in my head, and I walked down where my office was, down the sidewalk, because I was in a kind of a strip center, big mall area. And I went down the thing, and I found a flower shop down there that I knew of. And I bought a bunch of roses, like probably 100 roses, maybe not, maybe 80 roses or something. And I came back and I handed everybody a rose, and every patient that day I handed a rose to. And I got out of my funk, and I thought about who I was grateful for. And I just took one moment to share something. I looked and stopped and think of something that I could be grateful for each one, either their smile or their mannerisms or something. I just looked and made an effort to look at something I'd be grateful for. And I had 19 cancellations that morning. And for some reason, as I shifted, all of a sudden people that weren't even scheduled showed up thinking that was the day they were scheduled. And by the afternoon, I had one of the biggest days. And it was just, they just came out of the woodwork. And it was just like my energy had shifted, and somehow there was this non-local quantum entangled energy going on out there that people were picking up on, and they came in. And that was an amazing demonstrations of how our attitude can impact our life.